Hi, my name's Mike Todd. I'm the ServiceNow Technology Evangelist at 1E. And welcome to this presentation at ServiceNow's Knowledge 2021. In this presentation, we're going to discuss how you can implement ITSM action automation, end-user self-service incident resolution, and device auto-heal in 4 easy steps. But first, a little bit about 1E. As a company, 1E has been around for more than 20 years in the system management space. We registered as a ServiceNow technology partner just over 2 years ago, and today we are recognized as a ServiceNow Elite ISV partner. Our partnership with ServiceNow revolves around combining the capabilities of our Tachyon real-time platform with those capabilities of the ServiceNow platform. In a nutshell, Tachyon provides ServiceNow with the ability to execute commands and programs on remote devices without the need for any other integrations. No matter where these devices are, in the office, on the road, or at home, and it does this at scale. Having been tested to 1.5 million concurrent endpoint sessions to a single Tachyon core, all delivered by our patented single packet architecture and a low-impact single agent in real time. Bringing Tachyon queries and actions into ServiceNow workflows, we can extend the power and reach of ServiceNow workflows right out to the end-user device. These capabilities fall into 3 distinct personas in ServiceNow: end-user self-service, support staff automation, and auto self-heal. End-user self-service. With Tachyon enabled in your portal, your users can self-service fixes to incidents in real time. Enabling real ticket deflection. An incident that used to take hours, days, or weeks can now be resolved in seconds. Support staff automation. Dev staff can diagnose and resolve end-user device issues without having to leave ServiceNow. They don't need to waste time scheduling support sessions. And Tachyon instructions can capture workflow actions used to diagnose and fix issues by level 2 and level 3 staff and make them available to frontline staff safely. We know that 7 out of 10 teams are still using screen sharing technologies. While using these technologies, the user is stopped from doing any work. Because Tachyon and support staff can diagnose without a screen share, the end user can continue to work. This will result in a higher first call resolution and a lower MTTR. Auto self-heal. Tachyon can detect known issues on devices. It can diagnose and fix these issues without the user even knowing. We know that 74% of users experience repeat issues, but with self-service heal, once issues are fixed, they are fixed for all users and forever. Being a ServiceNow customer, you get excellent visibility into the workflow itself. And using the platform features, you can shorten the journey that an incident takes to its likely resolver. But unfortunately, ServiceNow workflow automation does not extend to automate actions themselves on devices. These actions need to be carried out manually by small teams of specialists with required domain expertise. These specialists spend a lot of time coordinating their diaries with users to get the time for that session. Some customers have tried to enhance their service portals by providing knowledge articles displayed to end users to allow them to self-resolve. But at best, this has had mixed outcomes. We know from experience that these articles are only effective if the user has a reasonable skill level and confidence level in the subject of the article. If this is not the case, the user will just log an incident anyway. A common incident process would look something like: the user creates the incident via one of the many ServiceNow engagement channels. The incident is routed to the best resolver group using either machine language or auto-assignment rules. I'll assume the best case and that this actually happens and it doesn't go to the wrong group. A member of that resolver group then picks up the incident, manual investigation begins, and then they start to work with external tools like remote desktop. After several sessions, they've resolved the issue and closed the ticket. Now we know that a lot of time in this process has been wasted by either trying to set up these diary schedules or requesting information from the end user about what is actually happening, what has changed on the application. For example, they may want to know when the machine was last rebooted. They may want to know what version of software the person is complaining about, and also when it was last updated. So what does the incident journey look like when you're using Tachyon? The user accesses ServiceNow via the portal or their favorite collaboration tool of choice, Microsoft Teams or Slack. They choose the fix that they require from the service catalog if one exists and meets their needs. But if they're unsure and virtual agent is configured on the portal, we can carry out diagnostics on their device and provide them with a menu of options that they can run and fix their issues. The ticket is defective. If no self-service option exists, the user creates an incident and is forwarded onto Level 1 support desk. Using Agent Assist and the knowledge article created by Level 2 and Level 3 as guidance, the Level 1 service desk analyst can query for configuration information on the user's device. For example, they might want to know the version of the software that's installed, or to get data from the event logs. Based on this information returned, they can select the appropriate fix action from the library of actions, or without interrupting the user. If Level 1 are unable to resolve this issue, they can then escalate to Level 2 and Level 3, where they can carry out more specialized diagnostics. Once this issue has been resolved, Level 2 and 3 can search and find other users which have the same issue, and even if they've not yet reported it. They can also update the library to include the new solution as part of the constant improvement process. If suitable, they can create a self-heal rule that will proactively check the entire estate in anybody who has the same issue at any stage in the future and automatically remediates it on all devices. But how do we make our way from reactive and manual to proactive and automatic? Here are the 4 easy steps. Step 1, select the incident. Step 2, define your diagnosis instructions. Step 3, define your remediation instructions. And step 4, deploy. In step 1, it's important to define or choose the right incidents. The criteria for selection is based on frequency, privileges and commands, and estimated time saved. For the definition of the diagnosis instructions, we have a library of over 900 instructions which are available for customers to use. Example instructions include what processes are running, events and event logs, executing commands to actually gather back other pieces of information, reading registry keys, and so on. It's also important at this stage to look at what intended persona this instruction is going to be used for. Is it device self-heal? Is it going to be self-service, or is it service desk? Note, each of these personas have quite different needs. In the case of self-heal, it's predictability. We must be able to predict from the results coming back from the diagnosis exactly what we need to do. For users who are going to self-service, then the language is very important as to allowing them to find what they want in non-technical language, or language that makes sense to them. For the service desk, they will most likely require a knowledge base article to help them in the resolver to actually interpret the results as they receive them back. For the definition of the remediation instruction, this is also based on the library which is created already of the 900 or so instructions we have. And from this, you can also add additional instructions as you can for the diagnosis ones. So a customer can actually create their own instructions as well. We should also at this point think about what notification methods we're going to use to actually confirm with the user that the fix is actually completed. Right? And lastly, deployment. Deployment starts with deploying the instructions to the Tachyon core to make them available for all of the applications. We then need to look at how self-heal is a guaranteed state rule. So we configure guaranteed state to actually roll this out to the end devices so that they all fix themselves. For service catalog and VA instructions, we may need to create or modify existing ServiceNow virtual agent conversations or service catalog items. And if you're doing first-line support updates, then you need to add those new instructions and the knowledge articles into the library of contents for that particular user. Thank you for viewing this recording. If you have any questions regarding what Tachyon could do for you, or you'd like a demonstration of Tachyon in ServiceNow, please feel free to contact me at 1E or one of my colleagues, or email me at michael.todd@1e.com. Thank you.